By Obi Bio
for the match back up match be na.
Ana make say 9 games by Obi Bio nim say.
9 no for the bobo.
Sanka ma otie de America na.
7 you hu so be bobo ntima be say.
9 games be koso. Say na City mu nyina bobo.
City bobo.
City mu nyina bobo. By the ni che say
City bobo.
City bobo. O mu nyina bobo.
O mu nyina bobo ne. Hey,
by Bacopen, you can't answer.
But maybe a social resource could be compared.
Maybe say over her life scores.
Some of them can't just have 32 inches.
Okay, so, and then you read is about Chelsea and Barcelona game, which me assure say I was saying, and then match a concentration. Nipa do one more concentration was our game. So. Barcelona, as we all know, is a big club in world football. Omoni omo maye or achievements bibia or wa obe. Chelsea as a football club, grew up at the level. You say yeah, teams akesi we are see the Chelsea camp. So anytime be a Barcelona, any Chelsea be she biano, a big game. And so two teams, you know, omo see a kanya, movements, suspense, controversy, individual brilliance, tactical display. And anytime be a Chelsea in Barcelona be see a kind of before the game and after the game, we need a lot of news because two clubs are almost supporters no. A dog club no supporters no. Almost loud. Chelsea supporters are loud. Barcelona supporters are loud. So almost me share be a king. Na edene pan. And na dia bakwa ma notice about Barcelona and Chelsea game here say. And from one form. Se Barcelona kushia Chelsea are deep inside Barcelona fans, you know. Na easy game from home. The same thing applies to Chelsea. And it's a UEFA ankasa so ya. Almost Barcelona and Chelsea games so make sure UEFA Champions League matches now. Or make sure 14 times. 14 times are Barcelona and Chelsea share UEFA Champions League according to UEFA ankasa no. Chelsea win move 4. Barcelona win move 4 and move 6 up by draw. And between Chelsea and Barcelona based on UEFA for head to head on the abano, Obi and dominating Yonko in terms of games UEFA Champions League game. And so be check you this season with UEFA Champions League. Obi a table no one obebi obi adano. Omunyina about 4 games. 4 games no Chelsea and Barcelona obi we need to eat. Obi a draw back no obi lose back. Obi a was 7 points as it stands now. It is what I check your current performance and your current table UEFA Champions League. Omunyina with the same points, obi we need the same. Until your match again, very close. Memeti has say up to date between Chelsea and Barcelona game no. Me sure dem hu team abeka say ne performance ne bro ne yonko so pa or ye clear favorite. No. Enti say we call betting companies. Because as it stands now Barcelona and Chelsea you know, omo performance ne ba ko de en embro obi ade so. Enti e kwa koye game, e kwa koye balance game. And Barcelona for ankasa ba ko semu no ke. Venue ba ko omo kwa omo brepa no e Stamford Bridge. Barcelona ko Stamford Bridge almost struggle. And it's what check Barcelona. UEFA Champions League matches or Makobo was Stamford Bridge. 7 matches or Makobo was Stamford Bridge no or me win ba ko pe. That was 2006. There someone to kwashe ye John Terry share no omo ko win 2-1. If it you on Barcelona and call Stamford Bridge or UEFA Champions League and kwashe Chelsea. And tie venue ba ko a fa ho ne Chelsea form. Sa Barcelona e kwa Chelsea fia e ye tai ko ye de ma Chelsea bobuku no. And tie game ba ko aken ene e bayire was Stamford Bridge. Barcelona Chelsea. Now yenja dadie. Yen break game ne down. Yen ra game na nkasa. Chelsea ebe lose some key players. Typical example you Cole Palmer. Barcelona on the other side lose some key players me to say Pedri. And the 2 clubs will be me say at least key player bako. Obi bia wahwe Enzo Maresca. Our big games. Teams are omo pe build up every actually. Teams omo pe control mfimfin. Teams omo attack in the kid. Se Enzo Maresca in the lineup pe. The who ne say either Reece James and Malo Gusto bako sha se won mfimfin. Shomu game against PSG wo FIFA Club World Cup. Not the Reece James abeshe mfimfin. Omo game against Bayern. Osadi another right back beshe mfimfin. Recently omo ni Liverpool. Not they make a right back abeshe mfimfin. So big teams are Chelsea sure mo under Enzo Maresca. Or you so a right back so they beshe mfimfin. Entiene Barcelona so another big club or build it from the back. So question obi ebusa no ho say obe you so Reece James ne Malo Gusto won mfimfin to say the why na. Then again, Oko Barcelona, unya Pedri Barcelona kwa face Chelsea or Caicedo or Enzo Fernandez physically some players near strong and to coach a friend Hansi Flick ebe yusu Eric Garcia won fin or just to battle with Caicedo man which another big question me patch bedru another big question and the game na ye kwa witness okay up to date obi a likely lineup I heard den so bet my predict because untimi enhu say vividly team wey na coach be yusu and as team wey na coach be yusu so we Enzo Maresca ne press conference enu ode baye no Enzo Maresca ka asem omo ne Barcelona game no omo ko find a balance between the attack and the defense and how Chelsea boboko no omo find a balance between attack and defense enya dia Chelsea for question ne the opposite chani say and Chelsea enko possession Chelsea enko na against okobo be efe by a bebo game ne wie no the obe dominating the faces of play by Chelsea the obey effective over attack and was a Chelsea there was a defensive lawyer solid there was a Chelsea and then Enzo Maresca kind and Enzo Maresca a one coach about Chelsea no or you saw the cancer tactical flexibility or share opponents in the strengths no the adaptive system on the be game him and Enzo Maresca ni team bet na say on be for Hansi Flick in Barcelona on be break team down on be show Barcelona ho den how Barcelona first to see a kind on weakness and obi bi onim Hansi Flick bi and so the Hansi Flick style of play be mamia ken Hansi Flick obe for Barcelona bobuku no oye coach or pese o use low build up HSA team or build up from on one casa half Hansi Flick with Barcelona a vertical and direct play or per fluid movements or per combination play now a pinning opponent now when you space or they be creating the chances any Hansi Flick style of play use for Barcelona and to go see Barcelona na Barcelona a dominating player definitely when him say a Baudi nebebo on the left side Kunde nebebo on the right side sa two players no say Barcelona build from the back na ekoye Pau Kubasi na ekoye Araujo sa two players na be she build up na si from echiro na etimi allow Baudi na etimi allow Kunde so be come manim so on the left side 10 bi an Baudi ebe make sure say obeko nanim bebre na player na all pretty as a left winger no obe move inside na Baudi occupy sa space no then Kunde eto de bia yamani ko nanim anaso oba ko ka midfielders no no manya numbers ho enti se wukosia Hansi Flick ade Hansi Flick ye ne say ope control ope numbers in the midfield no wasa pe numbers e offensive third so under Hansi Flick Barcelona dominated play Barcelona created chances kana Barcelona she go sana Barcelona si akai so we Enzo Maresca kwan Hansi Flick efa so si na akan a kwan ba so na befa so stop Hansi Flick ene Barcelona ene anwumre e wo venue a friend says Stamford Bridge the first thing I'm expecting from Papa a friend say Enzo Maresca can in big games teams are more building from the back teams are more players are more technical ability towards no and Sesanda Enzo Maresca and mix it between high pressing and or drop deep or use deep block at the control yes and you say or Krakosia Barcelona ever building from the back or bet try so Barcelona feeling uncomfortable so Barcelona be feeling uncomfortable with the ball yeah you making sure say your players no more anymore no on the best shot see a press Barcelona for Barcelona and Casa half Abron be very aggressive on be man to man and Barcelona so kosia team more space and time on the ball and affect Barcelona play and the team so much tie press Barcelona more Barcelona 4 time no Barcelona 4 pattern of places and Hansi Flick ebe yes adie and so what check here team my friend say Barcelona recently match o me lose biem was against Real Madrid ye hunkwaya Real Madrid for far so press Barcelona o man kasa half Emma Barcelona for feeling uncomfortable and the time the Barcelona building from the back na Real Madrid for tatom no ma bolong ball na a favor Real Madrid bobuku no the last time I Chelsea see a team and the ball similar to Barcelona was against PSG Enzo Maresca you do the same thing at the Tata PSG for no omo man to man e press PSG bobuku no ene obey the same thing so obe try say obe press Barcelona for enti ball ni kodi Pau Kubasi e kodi Kunde ho e kodi Baudi ho e kodi Araujo ho obe make sure so obe press omo high ama omo time bi omo ball long balls omo ntimi enhwe the second phase of omo build up ema ball ni mbam finfin papa e friend say eye Enzo Maresca be use sade ne enkosesa se Barcelona mpokura try say omo be beat omo press na Chelsea air drop deeper obe try say obe say nya numbers ni in the midfield no ma crowd in finfin ho because team and friend say Barcelona boku a se ne midfield des ninya central control ke no mbekum Se Barcelona esi akan enfa ho se Pedri ebobi. Se Frankie de Jong enya ne day. Femi Lopez enya ne day. Dani Olmo enya ne day. Eric Garcia munya omu day e won finfi ho a. Onbebo ball no won finfi ekura ball no. Anwa ne sa obebre no metimi ama a proper defense splitting pass. Na ebie wutim nim na create chances. So Chelsea bet try say obesenya numbers in the midfield just to frustrate him friend say Chelsea. Na Chelsea win ball na. Ade a Chelsea be use ene Chelsea enye patient builder. Say Enzo Maresca koshia team a obe dominate possession a o use patient builder. Munya abotre, mun pass ball na around na mun fan create your chances. But say Chelsea koshia team a omo pe ball domination, omo pe possession a Chelsea use long balls, direct play and transitions. And playing against Barcelona weakness kesiye ba ko pani say obo high line na ne high line no ten bia oyenaro Kunde a obo right back Baldi a obo left back no omo ye close to the central defenders enti e leave space our wide area e ho na Chelsea so betima take advantage because Chelsea our wingers a omo ye direct Pedro Neto wo ho Gatins na bebo Garnacho Estevao Chelsea betima utilize Sadio so me expect Chelsea a Obenya direct play, counter attack, quick transition. Then again, I was at Chelsea making sure say Ombe a move for winning duels. Say a wo game, say a wo form. Me kwa kweshia Barcelona kid. Barcelona ho den pa infimfin anomo race. Frankie de Jong jebo. O wa adwene kese. Ye ma Frankie de Jong time ni space. Femi Lopez ye ma ne time ni space. Dani Olmo ye ma ne time ni space because omo use adwene kese. And Chelsea midfielders no use physicality omo ahoden. So Chelsea betime winning a lot of duels ah. Ma Barcelona won't feel comfortable on the ball. So me expect Chelsea ah in fin hono Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez ken or was some year juma. Using omo physicality, omo body positioning, timing, some be winning a lot of duels e fin. No matter Barcelona fon say omo Barcelona je ball na was so close omo down. No wa je ball ni dey from unsem because omo Barcelona spending a lot of time on the ball obe how enti ema Barcelona feel comfortable on the ball na Chelsea are taking your moments na defensively o ma your discipline and na kwan ya Chelsea be fast win the game no on the part of Barcelona Chelsea weakness kese ba akopa ye say Chelsea ko share team a obo two deep central midfielders a Chelsea break because time dia Chelsea two central midfielders no come nim so mo ko close down na a free opponent the number 10 so enekin Femi Lopez be key will game with him. Obi an watch out for Femi Lopez.
Okay.
Because time be and say Femi Lopez no. On beje ball mbejina ball so. On be twetwe. Chelsea midfielders no omo kosia players omo gina ball so cha. Omo tie bully sa players no. Te say PG for midfielders no. Domede yo no. By Femi Lopez no oye very productive. And oye more of a shadow midfielder and as a shadow forward. Unhu baby obefraba. Always at the right place at the right time. And it's a Barcelona for you to double central midfielders. A bad attract Chelsea double central midfielders. Ne so momba. Ne free Femi Lopez. Femi Lopez who game this one. Then who's a Barcelona back click. Then again, I was a Barcelona. A use omu players, omu technical ability, being making sure say be very efficient with the ball. And Lamine Yamal be key. And obi akwahwe Lamine Yamal against Kukureya. Omu nyina is Spain for. Back in Barcelona game no. Lamine Yamal nyani dia. We rest assured say Barcelona be a lot of chances. A game on paper, I see a draw.
Chelsea in Barcelona.
Yes.
I said Chelsea in Barcelona don't want to remember from money.
Sana me hu no. Me hu do ye clear favorite to game with him.
Adesobre.
Do me hu
on say down hu ye. Obribre ma.
Me hu do ye clear favorite.
So me Adesobre.
Canada say na maminchia awosi e wo dunkwa no friend any City Gym Center guys ni nyina na me experience as a sports journalist following and monitoring teams. One thing you need to know and they say big games, it starts with preparations, psychologically, mentally. Boys, you know, on mind frame at the same heading towards the game. Now, me monitor Hans Flick in the press conference, you know. Now, one thing that got me interested, and then Yemeni Biana all kikano. I started drawing lines be on somebody be all can. Barcelona sources say boys need to play more mobile. They were a bit worried, kakra. Said if they lose against Chelsea, omu rat top 8 anymore. No question me woman say 4 games about Sabon. What say 2? What draw back? What lose to back? PAG share. The results yen nani yesu say Barca for win against Club Brugge and Okobo 3-3. There seem to be some fear. Our Barca boys no say if they lose against Chelsea, on rat top 8, it is psychologically the coach realized that I will play them. Yes, I catch the boys and they say last year the OJ Champions League PAG no crowd will rat top 4 anymore. Into Hansi are reverses are talking to the boys and letting them know say yes we need to win. And you must win. Send your buyer. The players will relax and play their football because as your boys need to say you lose someone to ya. One year instead of controlling the game, they will hasten to score. It started there. The psychological warfare, no, it started and will play Nimu when Hansi realized that. Mr. Workers, say Chelsea any Barca games. Chelsea recent games to Chroma Ball Champions League. Yente who goalless draw. And net dear Miami dear. Goals dear. Misusu say besi. Because unless it says something extraordinary is going to happen, per the statistics on the table. For instance, Hans Flick as a head coach. Ken, Hans Flick 36 Champions League games. Game will be no. Ubi Beshana and Anson Shebi. 18 games for Barcelona, 18 games for Bayern Munich. Nini na no goals epai. It's a possibility says Sadia ni Messi. Barca the last 24 Champions League games. BBC debia goals epai almost over 67 goals in it. Then they say we are going to enjoy the game. Hopefully, ebia both sides in because Barca ne Chelsea bobo. Na ball near goalless drawer. Can you enjoy game, you know? So let's talk about the details of the game. Ken, let's say mid-year, senior man for any air game no may shine different too. Some vampire be born as a Chelsea fan. By this time, my body am not tossing at Darabia, Trevor Chaluba, and now Betty Ashel, Obio central defense and empire and the beach now. And let me give you a reason why. Okay? Sa tiki taka total football for no. Eya nanseng ena ye engage center backs e will build up mo.
As a Barca Chelsea for once.
Nkwara no. Onza Ghana Gary by Bobby Ama a Barca for no. Na me monitor sisi na me hwe first half.
Gary Basso Boma. Wa be sham kra na game ya so be so.
Oh, let me hear first half for 19. It's a good. Inti Ken. Now say na ye hu say ye involve center backs in the build up. Because prime Barcelona, I'm sure we all remember say na Barca ye build up Puyol no oye build up ni bi. Gerard Piqué no oye build up ni bi. It is only when the ball moves from defense to the attack that is when you see proper control. Victor Valdes in the Nejumane se ball ni baba na watching. But ye nyi wo football mu no eniama esesa. Into saying build up no. Goalkeeper is important. The center backs are important. Me can you see so amo 2 examples e dey actually this game mu say. For Chelsea versus Paris Saint-Germain. Near sounds like Chelsea versus Bayern Munich. Near Franca Chelsea versus Barcelona. Barca strength here then. Last season, Barcelona scored a lot of goals, winning balls, third balls, you know, and the second balls, first balls, opponent half. Into Barcelona wins a lot of possession because on the presso, all the home ball the amount, and now some presso at the ball. A typical example is the Robert Lewandowski goal or against Atletico Bilbao when Barcelona used 3 players to press Atletico Bilbao for Emomulusu ball in Mamukoshe. Bronisi turnovers. One say Barcelona for strength. Let's just say Barcelona strength no dear. Na and now Barcelona going to such a big game. They are going to press Chelsea. PSG no more strength here. Pressing. Me what? Our club walk up no. Bayern Munich no more strength here. Pressing. And when I me person you used to sound common at the castle. Because I know very well say the entire Chelsea share PSG. And me patch remember. The entire Chelsea share PSG. And my game in the year 4. Obiabo Kopama. Because he won the man of the match. You have Pedro Neto, Joao Pedro. But no question me woman say tactically, a Chelsea for 2 center backs no, and a winning game in the match Chelsea. Because PSG for press here, Chelsea were able to pass the ball easily. No, we should move free easy. Into PSG and he is so many pressing. Dembele, Kivicha Kvaratskhelia, Desire Doe, no, Chelsea were able to beat the press easily. But their game momentum was the game against Bayern Munich. Samobekaya. Bayern Munich penalty nearby. As a result of Bayern Munich for pressing Chelsea, and the Cucurella down with Seko passing ya born in 10 over. Harry Kane, ye coachano. Bayern Munich in third goal. Malo goes to Bayern Munich for pressing and what the ball in the chair. And that go to buy. It's 2 examples. 2 teams in our press. Bako Chelsea 4 center backs and a pass ye. A passing ye Chelsea win ye. Bako ni man koye no Chelsea lose ye. But on say, "Mwa yesha ball. Don't do na ye play football no. Ya doing when ni war for no. We forget to say ball ni ba be drew no. Brony say build up na koya. Any more for ni TV more ball ni bi. Ben Pempi no ya doing e we ni war for no. But Chelsea anytime they fail to do their build up, any more for ni TV more ball. So instead of talking about any more fun, but I am looking at if Tosin and Trevor Chalobah, if they don't get their A game, any more fun, say they will be nuisance in the game. And so how are they going to do it? Because Omu winning back against PSG, Omu failure against Bayern Munich, now okay. Me can the assist to the say no. So first phase of build up is very important. So we can do na me person me share adie kakra against Burnley. But Burnley for no on man press Chelsea for build up no. The only thing they decided to do is say Zian Fleming on an number 9 no they be an onye cover shadow. Into one press obu bebre santi de na me person me hu say e be far against Barca me hu. Into I am assuming say Chelsea will normally. And this game, and this leads me to this conversation. He said, Chelsea for sets up a day. Watch this. Time will be Anna Mariska. Every big game will be Anna. Normally, a Caicedo and Henry James the ball as the defensive midfielders. Tell you, all big games are no. Yes, he needs to have a balance between attack and the midfielder, no. Any attack, any defenders, no. So per the balancer, normally, any debia, so normally he prefers James Caicedo double pivot. Now Enzo Fernandez abasa number 10. Se Kopama will give ni more. That is when you normally put Kopama on the right, Pedro Neto on the left. But that it is without Kopama. Make a decision to say, sa setup is important. Chelsea, 3-man midfield, no. The composition of the 3-man midfield, no, is important because if you want to be careful, Chelsea defense, no, omu defend the Ayana and Shana Nyebapau, and into you don't want to have James Moises Caicedo to protect the back four. Enzo Botena, the advantage Enzo as a number 10 will give you, they say, Ken, Barcelona number 6, no, Frankie de Jong. And possibly Eric Garcia and Bebonek de Jong abo as a number 8. Barca for per control baby. Into number 10 on aside is a body be doing somewhere. Ultimate creating a ball on Kutawa. And was so ultimate pressing Barca 6 and a jump on the free in him. But what in command I mean you know. Into you always want to find a balance. Yes, if Estavao plays as a number 10. Estavao Kutabola or be creative problems at the Amabasa. But without the ball, what happens? You see, the composition of Chelsea's 3-man midfield is important. Basa I short force I will feel because and then possibly coach Nebebo Eric Garcia as a number 6. Na Frankie De Jong about 8. Na Femi Lopez about 10 because and now no Danny Omo coach Neni Anjana born na Albon. And Eric Garcia so abami will say a fa. It is a befa dia. You always want to maintain. Frankie De Jong will take over Danny Omo position as a number 8. May Candy assist you as an end. What it means they say Barcelona will have their control in the number 8 area. This is where James comes in. Anymore, it says Kaisen because say Frankie De Jong and Airbus 6 and all control game from the middle. Enzo Fernandez would have to make sure Sebon ever stopping it from number 6 area. So Frankie De Jong Airbus 8. It is the job of Caicedo or James in midfield to stop. They are to be Pedro Neto no. The entire Maresca big games or born on left wing one. I say seems that Chelsea Asia or more wingers. High game behind Chelsea double up. She Cucurella. And now when you now born same man against PSG. Against Michael Olise Kosise. So I say Olise you no pa. Inti enye easy sir. Say you would want to gamble and put Kuku and Lami Yama 1v1. Bibi abeti miesi. Inti na coach no person ya careful kakra. Na odi Neto esoko because a Neto ball left wing wa. Obuani ye pa. Now say Chelsea fans ni nyina say Neto you okay right wo. Meaning says how the Garnacho kotoa. Chesa wo de bia wo gina Garnacho so said defensively he needs to work. Which I mean said then me Jimmy Giddins say almost so no see e fa ba ko na ti afko ba ko me hu so. Asemo I think I would want to go Garnacho second half maybe Jimmy Giddins. Yes. On say and then the and the pass me coach me prefer second half Chelsea bringing in 2 good wingers Estevao Giddins or Estevao Garnacho in the second half. Yeah, because and yes on snatching second half the game will come in handy because it's very important in the second half. You know, I'm expecting goals draw. Maybe probably 2-2 and now 2-2. Yeah, goals draw. Hey, almost games goalless draw in PA. Yeah.
Biggie.
Ken. Chelsea game no. Kwame ne Kwaku aka bebre. Now I am looking at certain individual players.
Okay.
It will both teams in one influence. It will teams in them. Can game when you game as I said Chelsea didn't any control Liam Delapso. So be man start the game ni bi kra.
Yes, a man of package.
Park ni do betimi aba so a Chelsea player. Na emum say be ball mu team say oba be shit game na se. E dey ama Chelsea boboko no. It shouldn't happen. Debbie. Me jitum say Barcelona defensively, especially central defense. Barcelona a problem kakra wo. Anka Chelsea betimi exploiting. E no crepa.
Say de la poson wonya how kuba say which me twa fan so na.
Ken so one nko amfa wo mobile no. E say wonya niema foforo ka ho. De la ba Chelsea boboko ni no. On prove yesterday there is anything about the striking department. Ah no Liam de la pass striker betimi aye dia bo Chelsea. Debbie. Not even a single goal. Not even a single assist. Say a league. Champions League is only played 1. Onse go on assist here. League he has played 5 times. Onse go on assist here. It is Barca defensively, central defense problem there or and Chelsea bet me exploit no. Omo number 9 no any effective. Untimi mfa nka ho. Ba oba ba si omo ni mpo a you are facing a goalkeeper or one of the best shot stoppers in the world. The performance and it was so papa when it comes to shot stopping. Ken before one Garcia Baba Bepra. Now in all competitions, what that 7 games that they are Barcelona Boboko. No keep it clean sheet me and sack. And no prayer and no corn chain. Shasli Babadem. Shasli Babadem in all competitions, or there are 9 goals. I'm sorry, 9 games. And I demand Barcelona. Bako Kren will to me keep it clean sheet. After no, one Garcia Huatono. Garcia Huatono no about back no. The first game for Barcelona, Barca 4-0, was trying to keep a clean sheet. And this is the goalkeeper we are available Edema Barcelona Bobo ne. It is our striking department and bypassing the central defenseman of Barcelona and Poa. You have a problem going past the goalkeeper. And to be young men are very effective. Anymore until common in Liam Delap on Como. It goes beyond him. Jao Pedro thought about Chelsea number 9 now struggle kaka. But the entire no struggle and say whenever he plays the number 9 position for Chelsea, Nipa or better than a or supply the balls. No, I am not a problem. Say Koya Enzo. Ultimately, near Germany effectively to say number 10. It's just one more drop it back. No other pen ball same with the ball. No Johnny Rue as a number 9 in the two honum. Just because supplies in the back. Etienne, I'm expecting the coach say, oh, BBR, on putting Estevayo in that position. Seriously speaking. On that's our position. No, not supply a branch any the balls. Ken, Pedro Neto call the right flank. Clearly this season, what should I say about the right flank? Are you very effective? Estevayo more 10. Now I'm thinking one of them because Barcelona team no matter the weakness, so Jaibo and more control game now. Can no more how. Yes, you enjoy Barcelona control game. Rafinha returning. But if I am the coach, it is a game for Marcus Rashford. Let's start now Rafinha Atlanta. Yes, one Afenoba, and then 2. The last time Barcelona Copa Champions League was England. Rashford nim terrain ninti. Onu na share 2 goals they win nema Barca. It is a open obi a baby omo kono. Krono omo koso no. Onim ho no obetimi aboa mo anya results a Marcus Rashford na number 1. Obey key in this game for the Barcelona team. And you look at the Chelsea defense, centrally especially, on the lateral Chelsea any problem. Kukureya, Reece James, quality players, no doubt about it. But centrally, Chelsea now finding a partner from Marcelo Taloba. Taloba has been consistent. He has been good, best Chelsea central defender this season. But football with the because there are certain positions. Yeah, the question you understand the neighbor. It's the individual who bet me idea. But when you nancy asiana mubebre and sa partner na Chelsea bobo ko ni benya dia ma Taloba no ma perform no omunya nyae. Tosira dara bi o untimi njinindi. Games are all rebellion mo be disappointed. But they are sure bet me abobo na one silly mistake no their cost team no. It's a ho and a Chelsea weakness. And looking at the kind of attack at Barcelona Deba, Lamine Yamal at least in the last game, Yamal and no. This season no near consistent. But the last game he played, that's 2 assists now the man. Can actually the Lamine Yamal beat me in his full element. Oba. Robert Lewandowski haven't gotten a goal in the Champions League this season.
Lewandowski, Ferran Torres,
Lewandowski. Yes, on any day. Of course, why are consistent? I know crepa. Name Robert Lewandowski level, the tournament experience.
Because pressing Semba more. No, to say about pressing. Lewandowski, anymore. Game a Barca control. And now here Lewandowski more. Because there will be go in section.
Sure.
But Mubo never 10 against 11 Kakra. At the time, I'm different.
Can Lewandowski come be here to miss players now?
Okay.
Ojina Park in this one with a single touch. Or bet me a difference maker than Sayaba.
Difference maker. But game is all presses way. That's what press Chelsea difference. That's what Tato.
Me say some point in us. Sir Robert Lewandowski at the age.
Players know what pitch is swinging and will be about on but me share. One ben on the first bit in our Tata Chelsea for. Wouldn't you mean for Lewandowski get said, man, because this strength in what they said.
Sure.
And Emma, you do a bit of Ferran Torres.
Of course, and they know we are doing. But for me, I still feel say even on a day I team be pressing po, and you play a beer now be expected press and be free no one. When the player is exceptional, no Juma no bet me a year. You take him out of that kind of system out. No in the moon focus on the Juma now on ye. And me feel say Lewandowski fully fit. I'll give him that nod. Looking at the experience in the tournament, ground somoko, and the stage, I feel say Lewandowski bet me a year Juma. Chelsea were the quality or no neighbor home or advantage. The last 9 meetings in the Champions League between Chelsea Bobo and Barcelona. Barcelona has only won 1, which was in 2018, or Chelsea 3-0. With that company in the Camp Nou. Aside that, Chelsea are winning 2-6 others, are ending in a draw. Chelsea was our advantage, But I'm sure Chelsea defense and I'm sure Barcelona attack now. Ken, I am going to go for a double chance for Barcelona.
double chance
for Barcelona, possibly a 2-1 win for the Barcelona club. Looking at the Chelsea defense centrally, and then the attack at Barcelona they corner there. But go for Chelsea. Barcelona bobo kono. Can Kakebi on Manchester City?
oh can Barcelona the chance now from San
Oh, are they?
oh they sign Cafu for Cam Barcelona chance
Mama in Man City as
said no dey omone Liverpool
only Liverpool in there.
oh watch
Mini as a fufu we na kan better mukaka.
Ana manyiri
Eduardo.
Ai. Unia oba seba.
Oh, na so we dey hu na
The City wa ba seba.
na ye Barcelona and Chelsea game now be City asem.
na be fa pipa o hu
Eh na ka Manchester asem.
ene de me no ya ene o dwane sa match o
O dey na Champions League. And the Champions League.
ken man ken no
And the Champions League
o
wo.
dwane sa match
There be Champions League wo. Champions League wo.
ken no aka say o dwane sa match
There be Champions League na wo honne.
10 against
It will come Premier League as a man there. Champions League wo. But na the Champions League na dey okay. I dey
Manchester United
I am expecting Manchester City say at least the last game they played anko ye no. Omo be bounce back no matimi ababa be ye bibi. Pep Guardiola team this season enye inconsistent say last season. But at least there have been 1 or 2 times Manchester City team na a bit inconsistent. One player say also now the results when you are playing Manchester City has been learning about talent. Can this season City are losing 4 matches? 4 matches now Manchester City are losing no.
Okay.
And you only one and Haaland share your losing. The other 3 one should go Nina City losing. Into Sony Mupe, you've killed the Manchester City team. See the defensive men of Bayer Leverkusen and SSA year Juma. But Haaland also this season they so about consecutive games I want to go. It's the last game they played. I want to me and Shego na City losing and clearly this time around no be person obeshe no be just when they are Manchester City. It wouldn't be an easy task. But I believe said the charges of Pep Guardiola and the performance. Now Obo will feel at least a 3-1 win be there for Manchester City there and bad.